this is going to be a video with kind of a walkthrough on how I'm making car designs. So you can kind of see here I have the one-piece car that I made yesterday and played with. It's got the 1000 Sunny and the usernames on it. And now we're going to make the next one, and I'll kind of walk you through how I make it. So I go to Adobe Express, and I really like this one because it's got lots of background features and nice free features. So if anyone wants to use this, yeah, just hop into it. It has tons of free features that you have to pay for other places. Now what I do is I take this whole grid here and I separate them by color. So how I do that is I go to Effects, I choose a duotone, and then I'll just choose a different color for each of them, but I'll leave the numbers black. So duotone, let's change this one to maybe a black words and red. Great. And I'll show you why I'm doing this in a second. Duotone to black lettering, highlights as purple. And this will help us as we kind of build our car out to have easy readability on where I'm placing things. I did this once before and then my file broke somehow, so I'm just going to fix that real quick. Some orange. The important thing is that they all have to be different colors. Do blue next. Nice. Black. Highlight it as a little bit pink. Too close to the purple though. Let's do green. Then duotone black. We'll highlight it with, that's sort of like a pink. We'll duotone this. So I had a different file for this, but it broke and it wasn't as good of pixelation or resolution. So highlights, and I think we don't even need color for this one, but we'll just do it so we can see what's going on. Pink, nice. Duotone. This one we're going to do as almost all these colors. Black there, and then we'll highlight to a custom color we're not used. Something in the yellowy orange, more of a light yellow. All right. And then here we have, let's do blue or dark blue. And then this one, let's go with actually white. Keep that one white. Make this one black. I'm pretty sure nothing goes on this quadrant. So we'll make it black with white, duotone, black, and then let's highlight this one as, I already have that purple, I already have that pink. It's too close to the other one, so let's lighten it out a little bit. Or we can darken it. Make it a maroon, make the shadow white. Here we have lots of things, so let's make sure this one's readable. Gray highlighted. I want gray highlighted black. I'm trying to make these ones the most readable, and then these ones, because that's where the most of our Fennec car design stuff is going to go on. This one we can do as a orange highlight. What am I doing? Black, and then the purple highlight. Let's do as a light lavender. Great. And then these, super easy. Let's put this as red with dark green with white, and then we'll do this one as yellow with white. Put it back. Hard to read. Let's see how that reads. That'll actually work, I think. Great. So we see we have all of this. This is our template. Okay. So I'm going to download it. Page. Complete that download. Yes. And then we're going to take it into our Fennec diffuse folder. I have a lot of them in here. Let's see if I can show you this. Need a folder. Where's my folders? Chrome car files. Perfect. So you see I have it in this grouping. I'm going to take from the Chrome, just go to my downloads, take this Fennec diffuse, and then I'm going to put it into this folder. So I have this one and this one before, this kind of the previous variations, but this one's going to be the best. So what I first have to do is take off my current Fennec. Where is it? Here it is. My one-piece Fennec. So we'll just put a little 13, I think, there. Great. And we'll make this the main diffuse. Perfect. Now that that's ready, just have to quit Rocket League real quick. And then I'm going to start it back up, and it should show my Fennec with that grid-like design. So let me see if I can get that pulled back up. All right, it's launching. Perfect. And we're going to take away the folder, and we're going to take away the Express. And as soon as it launches, it'll pull on up. All right, here it comes. So let's see that our garage and out, it's going to pull up, or should pull up, our Fennec diffuse. I may have made this pixelation a little too much, so maybe it won't work. Let's see. might have a pixelation limit because I made it for 5,000. What you have to do is, oh, I see I don't have Bacchus mod running. Well, it says running. Check for updates. It's updated. It's injecting. All right, let's try that again. Pull up Rocket League. Here are my cute dogs. They're just sleepy. They sleep all night and then they just want to sleep again. So they'll always be on stream if they're hanging out in their beds. All right, let's see if now it works. There we go. There we go. Let's just change this actually to the normal black fennec so I don't get confused where things are. Okay, so this is what we want. We want to see where the numbers are and where things are being placed. So this is super convenient. Now it looks like that gray one and that white one aren't the best combo because that's not good. That's actually our lavender. So we want to change the lavender one. Go back to the express. I'm going to change the lavender one to something more vibrant. Change this one to red with black. And we'll change this one out to something more soft. Maybe the same red and black. Switch it. We'll just custom it as a lighter. And this gray and the white close together aren't really the best combo either. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to make this into dark gray. Switch it and make that white. So that's not what I wanted. I wanted that to be there and the highlights to be. That's better. That's what we had as. That's not great. Some sort of teal, dark teal. Sure. All right. So let's resave this one. Great. Take us back to here. Drag from there into that folder. Perfect. And I can actually delete this one. Don't need it. Great. All right. Exit. Just minimize that one actually. Perfect. Magnetic diffuse and the express. I'll keep the express open as the game's restarting. That way it updates really nicely. Let's restart the game. And while that happens, I'm going to go to my cloud because I have it running and getting my usernames for me. Extract the usernames. We'll just do that. So there's 38 total usernames from comments and followers and subscribers. So they all get put onto the stream. All right, let's see how the car looks now. Garage. Put on our fennec. That's better. Now we can see the difference between these two components, as well as the windshield looks nice. Now you'll notice that and this windshield are just mirrored, and then half of this windshield is also mirrored. And I believe those are the only mirrored components. And this top fin is actually upside down. No, it's upside down. It's flipped horizontally. So that's just things to be aware of. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. Let's see if I can put it side by side. Take my Adobe Express. Boom. Here we go. I'm just gonna minimize it a little bit. Not that one. This one. Kind of minimize it. Somehow I took the game one. I captured this. Let's go back. Take the Express one. That's not the one I want. That's the one I want. There we go. Take this Express one. Minimize it to here so we can see what's going on. Perfect. So I'll show you. I'll put it right there. Perfect. So now you can see what's happening on this as my car is there. So I'll kind of show you what I've done already. I'll take this car. I'm just going to duplicate it real quick so I don't lose it. And then I'm going to take all of these words and I don't want everything. I just want this. Let's delete everything except for this. So delete, 1000 sunny, delete, and delete. So basically this is just the outline of how the car is and how I put the wording. So these two I for sure want to keep, but I probably have to redo it a little bit because they're going to be in the wrong spot, too small. So we should take it here, roughly about there, I believe. Let's check that. No, it's going to be in different spots. So I'll have to just make sure I can move that in the correct place. And then we're going to take our one upload. One more thing I need to put onto the paper. This is the original paper or I guess download I got from the whole online. I'm just going to move this there. So now I can see where I'm putting these things. So this one, actually, let's make it a little smaller. That's probably going to be the right spot for the 7. And then here, follow and subscribe back to the right place. That one we're going a little lower. There. Great. So this is basically our car design. This is the hood. This is the top. These are the sides. Some of the fins. I'm going to take this, copy those again, that's fine. I'm just going to paste it right on top, take it here, and then I want to actually move everything over a little bit. Don't need that. I want to group everything else. Let's take it to about here, and then just with the words, you have to make them bigger. So let's say that's about it. And then we're going to take it and hopefully it'll overlay perfectly where we had it before. And actually that is pretty close. Wasn't that big. That looks mostly right. We just got to change that one down individually. That one there. Notice this number 2 I already changed because it's flipped horizontally. So now it's super easy. Let's get rid of, let's actually ungroup it. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of the small 7 and the small follow and subscribe. We'll center this more along this back fin, if I remember correctly, and then we'll take the rest of it to look at things. Makes it super easy. Let me expand this back out so we can see what's happening. Sorry about that. So here, basically just putting all my username locations back, and then these ones I usually expand out as well, depending on how many users there are. And these ones I can also expand out. Perfect. But all these locations I kind of have set. And this one I can also expand out, and this one I can expand out. Maybe get 3 usernames in there. And then of course the top I can get a lot. And then this here, shrink it back down, to show us where we put our decals and where the names go. For example, the hood, we're going to work on the hood today a little bit, putting a username there because they requested it. And so that's going to be a little tough because it's on that angle. But it's good to see the angle. We just got to figure out how to do it. All right, but let's get into that. First, we got to get all of our correct users. Let me just put this Adobe Express away. You can look at the card for a second. And then first go to YouTube, see the subscribers there, and Twitch, and TikTok. Yep, play my TikTok for me. Profile. Great. And I just copy and paste everything into the cloud, and it separates it and sorts it for me. I have it set up like that. All right, Twitch, my creator dashboard, community follower list. I had 4 more followers on Twitch yesterday, and some of you guys requested places, so put you in. And then the last one was YouTube. All right, where are we? YouTube Studio. Have some comments to put in. YouTube, I have to do on my phone because I can't see the subscribers for some reason on the desktop version. So let me see if I can show you. Here we go. View channel, analytics, YouTube Studio. Here we go. Subscribers. Where did I find that list of subscribers? Dashboard. Where was it? Dang, there was a button. Oh, see my subscribers. Perfect. Let's do subscriber counts and latest subscribers. And then Cloud will just take that from the photos as well. Just put them in. So as that does its work, I'm going to do the rest. Let's see. Add photos. Boom, boom. Let it do its thing. All right. Here we go. Now, the first variations of this, I didn't realize I could set the pixelation as high as it is. And I put it to 500 by 500. So it was really difficult because I was really squinting and looking at these numbers and trying to figure out what numbers they were, especially on these dashboards. And then, where was it? These numbers are super blurry because you can kind of see the windshields expanded the size of the numbers, and it has a glare effect on it after you're done. So just be aware of that. All right, so it looks like we have our total list now. All right, so I'm going to take this list. I think it's actually the list is not done yet. One more refresh. Cloud on my phone and the cloud on my desktop are not communicating. I wanted to add the community comments, all of them. So there's more people than that. So let me show you what that's going to go. Let's bring back the Express. Right now it's just showing the side image of the cloud. Perfect. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to bring back. So here we go. Make it massive again, and I'll show you what we're doing. So we're taking all of these usernames and we're pasting in the new ones. So we have 48, I believe. Number 19, this is our biggest one. Number 19 didn't get filled, and that's all right, because that means we just need to shorten number 1 just a few times. There we go. Now we've filled all of our people into the slots. Great. Now we have to build out the car. So let's take the end, take this. So this is basically, dang, I put one on the windshield actually. Let's take number 2, it's looking kind of funny. What is There we go. So zoom back out so we can see where we're at. This is the whole reason why we're doing the background car. Is we're going to go back to 10% zoom. Perfect. We take, let's say, 19. Sure, we'll copy it. We can add one less here as well. There we go. Now no one's in 2. And we're going to take 19, add one more to it. So now we have 20. And we're going to want this one over here. Let's put it about here for now, 0. What we got to do is we got to put it on the windshield. How do we find the windshield? We delete this one. Can't read that. Let's make it all black. Great. So we take it and we're going to put it on the windshield. So let's find the exact dimensions of this windshield. So we have 82, 83. Okay, we're going to zoom in to this, 75% zoom. And we got to get to the very top, 82, 83. All right, and here we go with this. So we can get to 82, 83. There. So we have to fit between 82 and 73. I'll put it here so we can see a little more clean. Expand this out. It's fine. So where's that last name that I just put down? Right there. All right. And I have one more name I gotta add too. So 82, that one little dot here, top of 82. So that's the very top of the windshield here. So we're gonna want more middle 92, where the 2 is, and we're gonna want to rotate it to about between the 2 and just under the 4 of the 74. So the 2 is probably there. It's going to be our angle when we want it right in the center of that. Whoever Max Pro is, free advertising. So lucky you. And then we're going to actually make it 2 of them. So let's see if we can make 2, and I'll put it a little higher. I feel like that's a nice angle. We'll see if it's straight or not. In the middle of that 83 zone, and then it looks like there's our center. A little high, just under the 73. Perfect. Nice. So we take this, we're going to just expand it out a little bit until it gets to just where that 94 is, 93, and we'll see if we can get more people on that one. So zoom back out, hit that 10, put more people in there. I think that's going to work. All right, I'll take this back out here so we can get a clearer overview picture. Perfect. If you want this template, you can use an Adobe Express. You can either just make it or just comment, and I'll find a way to put it in the link or in the description, some way to download it. So I'll figure that out. So it looks like we have our names in place for our event, which is today is going to be our root beer car. So we got to look at some root beer things. Root beer images. See what we got. Let's do all brands maybe. Not bad. How's this one? Let's see what this looks like. It's blurry though. It's not blurry. It's nice. Someone wanted a root beer car, so we're going to do a root beer car. Save image as root beer. Great. Come back to here. Now we're going to actually duplicate this. We don't need to duplicate it. Just delete these things now. You know what? Let's duplicate it so I don't lose it. I already lost it once. So delete. Nice. Not that one. Actually, I do want to check the placement just to guarantee where these are. So, wow, what a video. Move this to the side a little bit. So it looks like right where the end of that 47 is. Zoom in, scroll over. Right where that 47 is going to be placement. 47 upside down. Goes to the bottom of the 57, so a little lower. Not too low, so it's perfect. So all the 47s, it's too big actually. 57 and the 47, those are the center marks. Great. And then we're going to take and scroll to the follow and subscribe portion. Zoom out a little bit. Alright, pressing the wrong thing. And it looks like, let's see, here we go. From the here, so the 30 and the 20, so kind of that portion of it. So just pass where the 9s are. 29 and 19 is green. 30 and 20. It looks like it's too far this way, so I need to bring it back. Or here looks like the right spot. Just along the edge of the third 30 on both sides. Let's go there. That's the right height. Be at the height of 24, the bottom of 24. So that's the bottom of the 24. And then the lowest point is the middle of the next box. So I think it's a little too big actually. Let's shrink it down just a little bit. I want that. Triple Z, take it, we're gonna actually center it, shrinks in place. Great, and then we're gonna take it back down. I think that's gonna be good. Alright, we'll see how that goes. Get it zoomed back out, bigger, see the whole thing. There we go. So now we can delete the rest of these things. Delete, and then we'll upload that root beer. Now here's what's nice about the Adobe Express, is I can just, with one click of a button, remove the background on all of these. It looks like I lost some root beer. That's all right. We don't need all the root beers. So we're gonna zoom back in. What we need back again is this kind of template thing we had. Pull that back up. There we go. We're gonna take this template, and this is where we decide how we're gonna build the car out. Okay, I'm gonna move this, not where the names are, because the names don't matter right now. Just like this. And we're gonna zoom back in. We get a 50, not at a 50, at a 25. Great. And now here we can decide kind of where we're gonna place our beers. So let's expand it back down. That should give you a nice view of what I see. Good. Nice. I'm going to take this and let's see, where do we want the best root beers? What's the best root beer is the real question. Probably mug. We're going to put that. Perfect. We'll put it right dead center. We can make it bigger. It's the goat of root beer. Perfect. I'm going to duplicate it. Now, where are we going to put this next one? The next best is probably going to be here. We're going to trade it out for, this is pretty good. A&W's got the next one, I believe. A&W, nice. And this one, we'll expand it so people can read it when it's big. Too big now. Perfect. I'm just going to rotate it so that it's visible from the top view. Nice. I'm going to take this one again. We're going to duplicate it. Bring it to the side. Switch it out for, that's great. Take this one, rotate it. Now, if any brands are watching this and you want to have an advertised car, I'll do it. We'll do an advertised car stream. As my channel gets bigger, it'll be kind of fun to pull out every once in a while. We'll duplicate this one. We're going to line it up directly across. Switch it out. Let's just do this one. Now this one we're going to shrink a little bit. Rotate it back the other way. Perfect. Root beer car coming through. Duplicate this one. We're going to put this one over here now. Let's switch it out for, if we use that one, let's do this one. Perfect. We'll put it, that's a good spot for it. The better the root beer, the better the prime real estate it gets. Some of these root beers I've actually never had. Back to there, and let's actually put these ones on the angle a little bit. Who's had this root beer before? It's kind of a strange one. What's this angle at? Let's see, 50. Equivalent of -50. And that can go bigger too. Nice. Tomorrow's car is a Jujutsu Kaisen car. For all of those who are Jujutsu Kaisen fans. Alright, what haven't gotten? Virgil's. Shrink it down to there. Put one on the opposite side. Yep, very nice. It has two photos to it, but we'll just take this one. Take it at 90. Duplicate it out. Then I don't know how many spots we have left for root beer. Maybe I can put one near the subscribers as well. Maybe this little guy, so he feels not left out. From there, I'm gonna shrink it out. Do two of them. Last one. That was the last one. All right, that was the last one. So we'll just leave it as was. Put two of them there. I've got a root beer here. Let's actually shrink this one out because I don't like that little bottom piece. It's fine. Now we need to find kind of a root beer background. So search root beer float background. Let's see what we got. Nothing crazy. Let's see. Not a bad option. Bubbly background. That's not bad either. Might be Adobe stock, so I can. There's no watermarks. That's great. Any other good ones? Nothing really. So let's take this one. Open an image in a new tab. Or save the image. Boom, done. We take it back to our Express. Get rid of these ones. Back to our Express. Upload it to this one. That's gonna be cool. We'll take the background out of it though. It's kind of bluish still. That is all right. And let's zoom out. Great. Now how are we gonna do this the very best? Let's do, or we could just do it root beer on ice. That might be a cool version too. Let's do ice. Ice background images. I want Pebble Ice. Pebble. Alright, this is put it here. There's probably an easier way to do that. Pebble Ice background. Yes, I did. It would probably work the exact same. Work maybe even better. The Coke bubbly ice advertisement. Like in the movie theater, they always have it. I want this background, but I don't want maybe like this one. Bubblies. See how. Oh, that's just people. It fooled me. Like this one. That'll work great. All right, let's open that image in the tab. Small image thing. We'll save it. Come here. Just pull it in. Wow, it's super small. Let's see if it gets blurry as it goes bigger. It's doing pretty good. So delete this one here. Just shift it back behind all of everything. Then when we delete this, it should show there. So what I'm going to do, I should understand this is, I'm going to actually put it as the background. Perfect. Now everything else looks kind of hard to read. And we want the words over the pictures. So we're going to take all of these guys and we're going to move them to the back. That they took up the prime real estate with all the other things. There we go. To the side a little more. Take all the wording now. Now it's super dark background. Bring it to white. Nice. And put on a black outline so people can see it better and thicken that outline out. Nice. Because really the main thing is going to be what am I saying? The most bubbles. I actually don't think the bubbles are going to be the best option. Let's do something different. That's kind of nice. It has a watermark. Don't want that. Close. I kind of like that one. This is actually a really good idea. Let's do this one. Because then we can make our car look like a glass of root beer. That's good. Then we can actually delete this one for now. We'll wait for it to load. Maybe it crashed. There we go. We're going to take this one in. All right, it's small too. So I'm just itching my eye. I'm going to take this one. And I actually want to bring back, what am I saying? Bring back that little upload. This one. Now I can plan out my car, bring it to the front. So here's my thought. I think we're going to go remove background. Great. Shrink it out a little bit. We'll make the side of the car here like this, just like that. And we're going to want to actually a little wider. So let's go like this. Shrink it down a little there. Duplicate that. Flip it around. Just match it exactly. Nice. And then we're going to want just this ice cube portion over here. This, just shrink it down a little bit. We don't want really the soda so much because we're going to want icicles. That's going to be our windshield here. Duplicate that. We're going to bring it over around. We're not going to touch this yet. That's going to be something that maybe we'll just leave it white. We're going to make back, bottom of the car like this. Lengthen it out. Don't need as much there. And then these are the top parts. So let's do this. Nice. Again, it's a little higher. Mainly ice we want there. Duplicate that one to here, maybe. Just the ice we want. Shrink that down. These two middle components, I think, are going to be the same. So let's rotate this around. Actually, I think these two components there, if we look at our car, those. So we want the root beer portion, actually. Great. So take this here. Let me just expand it out, actually, like that. Bring it down through. Now I need this same thing here on the front. Maybe we don't even do the brands of the cars. We just do the root beer like this. Perfect. That's going to be kind of the hood of the car. We're going to bring this one to the front. Great. And the very top, we're actually just going to want it as icicle. Just this ice. Expand that out. Yep, nice. A little blurry, but it's going to have names on it anyways, so it's not too bad. Just keep going all the way there. Yep, nice. This one, what was that one? Oh, that's the same as this one. Perfect, the exact same. Shrink it down a little bit over here with it. Nice. Now it looks like we need, see this? It looks like the windshield is in the wrong spot entirely. So let's put the windshield here. And then 13, green 13. Green 13 needs some. So the rest of that can be ice, I think. Take it back out. Then, cool. 32, 52 area, that can be ice as well. That'll look great as ice. I think this is going to be better than actually the brands of root beer. That's going to be nice. This front, so this green part, that's the front. Bottom part also needs to be root beer. So let's take this bottom part, it's between the green and the yellow. So that part, and then where's this? Green and purple. Oh, that's what that is. Let me show you what I'm seeing. I'm just looking at some parts of the car. For example, green 13, that's going to be an icicle, or not an icicle, an ice cube. This is going to be as well. It's right about here. Perfect. The rest. So Now that we have most of our root beer card done, we're going to take the rest of it, the whole background. I think we're going to fill it with just root beer. Just this. There's no gaps anywhere. Actually, let's actually put this there for now to enable my icicle. Nice. Then we take this, not that one, the massive one, this one. Separate this from here, so shift. Get all of these in, group them. I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna make sure it's behind it. Yep, nice, duplicated. Now everything has some sort of root beer coloration to it. This matters where the ice is. Then we take this. Let's take this and everything else. And one more. So this and this. Group. Great. We can delete that one. Take these under all the names. So you can see the names appearing. Also the root beer brands are appearing. So actually we're going to delete all the root beer brands. That was a lot of work for nothing. Let's do this. Duplicate the page in case this root beer concept doesn't work. Then we'll come back to just the brand, the little ones. I think we are at a good place. Let's see what it looks like. It's going to quit Rocket League while we work on bringing this back huge so we can see something. Download it. And it will also bring back the folder. And we'll put it into the folder. I'm going to rename this one template Max. This one just as is. Great. And launch Rocket League. Let's see what she looks like. This away. And also take the Express away as soon as the game loads. And we'll cross our fingers. And hopefully it works pretty good. Alright. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Root beer car. Alarm. Looks like just a blob of things. Alright, it's a good thing we did the first ones. And let's do this. Now, take all of this, delete, just the whole thing, delete. On our Adobe Express. In the background, we can probably just keep as white, I'm thinking. Keep it as white, keep it classy, keep it clean. Actually, these front windshield names work pretty good. I thought they'd be way more blurry, but they weren't. Maybe it's because the resolution of these images were a little blurry. It's hard to tell, there's so much ice. So we'll leave it at that. The brands on the root beer car are great. And I have to put people on the front windshield. 2, 3. Zoom in. 25. Who are the ones I gotta put out on the front windshield? I gotta put in one of the last ones. Hammer Time 2011. That was 2 of them. Hammer Time 2011 and the one I didn't get. Alright. One more. Just restructure my list. Perfect. Take it here. So there are a few more here. Hammer Time. There we go. I want to actually have one more. Like this. 2. Number 1 is always going to be Soul. Perfect. And then we'll take this and we'll actually just lower it here until we get the max. There we go. Perfect. Make Soul's bigger because he's the goat. Make these two smaller because they're on the windshield. Great. Now we're going to do the same thing and download it. And maybe we actually make it into an all black car. That's kind of nice. Let's bring back this template. Do that, and it's going to be blue, not blue, black. The right things in the right places. And we'll change this color over here. Let's do black with orange. Kind of give us root beer vibes. More of a brown. We're going to switch it around like that. It's going to be a little better. The shadows can make it a little darker. Kind of a brownish car. Out. All right, let's see how that goes. Download. Bring this back, and we're going to save it to this folder. We're just going to delete that one. That one was bad. Great. Minimize and minimize. Go back to our Alpha console. This is how you can make sure it works. Use this one. It has the old ones loaded in. So we got to close out, and then we'll load back in. And this is going to be our whole video on how we created it. So if you stuck around this long, congratulations. I'll probably just have lots of cuts in it. So well done. All right, let's see what happens. We'll load it in. Here we go. Let's see what our root beer car looks like now. That's better. Got the root beer on it. Follow and subscribe. Got the people on it. Nice. Front windshield. Got the 2 who requested it there. It's gonna be crisp. Let's actually put this in the garage. Put it here. Customize it with the gold. Let's do brown, burnt sienna. Let's do that one. Burnt sienna boost, burnt sienna classic, default, and let's get rid of that topper though. Nice. There we have it. There's our followers car. So follow up to get your name put on it. Very cool.